Hello, my lovely Aquarius, and welcome back to a love reading for you. This is going to be for, believe it or not, September. August has flown by. I don't know about you guys, but I'm like, what? These already flew out. I want to give a big shout out and thanks to all of the wonderful people that I've met by starting my channel and all of the lovely gifts that I have received in appreciation for the free videos that I put out. Excuse me. And yeah, I just wanted to give thanks and appreciation that, you guys are a part of my channel and that, I give value out into the world. So I appreciate it. All right, what is going on with Aquarius in love for September? Yeah. This one has a lot to say because most of these cards have flown out. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I get, obviously I'm playing with the cards, but I'm a psychic medium and I also listen to what Spirit has to say. Dang, these cards are flying. It's been almost every single one. So there's definitely a lot to say here, Aquarius. Generally, this is you, this is them, and this is the storyline. You've been watching something grow, you've been tending to it, you've been breathing, is what I'm hearing, through those moments of frustration when you're like, come on, when is this gonna manifest? Because you can't pull this, you can't pull the fruits out before they're ready. And your mind plays tricks on you sometimes where you're just like, oh, I want this to happen. And it's not. And you're like, ah. With this Six of Cups, to me, this is like past life relationships that have come into this life, and it's in the reverse. So I feel like you're understanding you can feel that this is different from another relationship. And I think there's some kind of healing that needs to happen within yourself from this old relationship with the current person that I'm speaking about. This person is very stoic. They're very silent. They are very strong and confident with this High Priestess here, and the Queen of Wands are very passionate as well. I think your person is very psychic. I think that your person knows how to push your buttons and push you into this healing. Not that they're trying to do that, mind you. It's just what they do by being in your presence, especially if it's a deeper level situation. With them being silent, they want to communicate with you badly, is what I'm hearing, but they're not doing it because it's in the reverse. They know what this relationship is. They don't know all of the details. They don't know the nuances of, how far this is going to go and whatnot, but they know what this is. And it's almost like, I'm getting almost like a ego. There's an ego about them where they're psychic and they're familiar with this concept of knowing you before and experiencing you, and that they trigger you. But there's a little bit of ego that they're going to need to drop. And that's probably going to come in some sort of tower moment for them. And I think because of that ego, it frustrates you because you don't want to feel like you are not in the know, or you're not a part of the story that's being told, you know. So you've kind of gone silent too. I think this person is so overly confident and psychic that they're not, this is kind of more you, where you're feeling this dark night of the soul. But trust me, they're going to have theirs. And not that this is a competition, mind you, but I just think their ego kind of puts unnecessary drama in the situation. And they don't even know they're doing it. Yeah, this person's got a lot of ego because they see this is you. You know, this self-confident person who's got it all, got their money situation together, knows what they're doing, knows how to get it. With this Seven of Pentacles here, it's the Fool card. You want to move forward with this. You want to take the leap of faith. Oops. And there's this one that is the Five of Pentacles. So it's the soulmate connection. So you know this is a soulmate connection. And with this, it's kind of the way they're acting with their ego is just, it's, you know, I hate to say it, but it's kind of unattractive. They're, you know, some of the knowledge that they've gotten, they're just using it as like, I am the ascended one. And you're the one who's earnestly and honestly going, no, I'm going through this dark night of the soul, and I feel that there's a soul connection here, and, you know, but they're kind of not budging because their ego is just like up sky high, you know, with this the High Priestess, I don't even know where the 5 came from, but the Queen of, I can't even talk, the King of Cups, it's like they're kind of sitting on their throne, and I think they have this mindset like, oh, I'm waiting for this person to wake up and come forward. But the part they're not realizing is that they got to do their healing too. They got to let go of this ego. It's kind of the major part that's holding you guys apart. You know, with this Queen of Wands here comes the Knight of Wands. It's like they want to rush in with this fiery passion, but they're like, you know, their ego is just, you need to take a pin and poke that bubble. You know, with this communication card upside down in the Chariot. So it's like they're feeling stuck because they're waiting for you, but they don't realize what they're waiting for is themselves to open up to the fact that their ego is getting in the way. Because like I said, you're being, and you know, and flip the storyline as it reads. If you're the egotistical one, hey, it's okay. All right? Believe me, we've all been there at some point in some way. So with this King of Swords reversed comes the Ace of Cups. You know, it's just blocked until this person can move forward. And remember how I was saying, and then the Tower moment's going to have to come? Well, boom, here it is. So obviously you must be in the Tower moment or it's past. But, you know, it's causing you to have this dark night of the soul. Let's see, let me do an extra one. What is it causing for them? Yeah, the World card in reverse. So they're not getting what they want, but they're still in their ego going, I just have to wait for this unawakened love of mine to come and embrace the greatness that is me. And I might be exaggerating a bit, but hey. And with this, you know, self-assured, confident card, they see you as, you know, they're trying to represent themselves as this King of Pentacles. And they're doing a perfectly fine job. But the ego has pretty much taken over for them. You know, and then it caused this bickering. You know, and there's still hope here. Don't think that it isn't. But let me see. So let me pull some cards. This one has a lot to say. Yeah, this person might be in the public eye. They might, they're kind of used to looking good, and it's like they're not quite ready to take the risk of fully letting you in. So this ego is their protection. You know, and you're trying to endure through this situation because you're like, really? I'm the unenlightened one? I'm the unawakened one? And, you know, that might not have ever been spoken, but it is this underlining ego situation. And, you know, and now we know, right? Is that they're they're using it as a line of protection to keep you at arm's length-ish. Oh, but it's just a defense mechanism. You know, when I said that, I got that there was, you know, there's Leo energy, and there's the endurance, which looks like the strength card, and that is Leo. Because you have so much enthusiasm for this connection. And as they do. Okay, so now I'm getting a little deeper into, you know, past their ego, farther down in. It took a while to get there. They're scared to death. Honestly, they are scared to death because they thought that they were pretty enlightened. They thought that they were pretty spiritual, and they might even have like a regular practice that they do. So like yoga or meditation or something. And that they thought that that put them at a certain level of awakeness or spiritual development. And I think you're surpassing them at such a rapid rate. It's not only challenging their ego status on it, but they're using the ego to block you out. Because you're triggering them just as much as they're triggering you. It's funny that that horn was going off. It's like, okay, everybody wake the heck up. That is fascinating. Isn't that interesting how someone will try to... And it's not that they're doing it consciously. It's just more of like an unconscious thing where, you know, the ego is being challenged and they weren't quite ready for it. Let's use some romance angels here. Past life relationship. Okay, so this is the third time that this has come around. You know, it was the 6 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. You know, it says you have known each other before. So, Aquarius, September, this is definitely going into the soulmate title, or the soulmate, the word is going into it, because this is definitely a past life soulmate connection, twin flame connection. It says have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And the card of the star did come out. So there is hope. There is hope. I mean, that's your own card. You know, maybe your person's an Aquarius too. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And that makes sense. You know, if they're trying to pretend like, oh, you need to get awakened, and then it's... So both of you are being triggered. Which, yay, right? Woo! This is, oh, wow. This is, am I good enough for you? Whew, this person is definitely going through like an ego death. You trigger something hardcore with them. Maybe at the beginning they were your guru or your teacher, or teaching you something, but the teacher has become the master. It says, I will do anything to bring you happiness. And I feel like that's a deeper message from their higher self. And what I'm hearing from their higher self is, and for me to bring you happiness, it's for us to go through this. It says, I know that the fire that burns in me is the same that burns in you. Well, flip it, but you know what I mean. So that's pretty beautiful. What a fun read. I was all up in my ego too. I'm like, this person has so much ego. And then, yeah. And then not so much. It says, you are so precious to me. So if you think this person doesn't care, it's not the truth. They care deeply. They care passionately and deeply for you. All right, so let's see. We're going to use these Divine Counterparts and Separation cards from Made for Love. She is a great YouTuber here. Night and day. And see, and that's kind of exactly what they're portraying here. Like, you know, I feel like they're portraying that they're so uber, like, spiritual and got it all together and blah, blah, blah on the inside. It's the difference between day and night. They're going through their dark night of the soul too. So don't be feeling too bad. This person's all up in their feelings too. All right, I feel like this one is complete, Aquarius. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay. I heard patience. It says, this is all new to me and I am feeling overwhelmed. And I think that's for both of you. But the thing that they can't express is that this is overwhelming to them. You know, and this is like this is the Fool card, ready to take a chance. So give them a little time. You give yourself a little time, and then because I can feel that you guys are going to jump back into this. And maybe you guys haven't even stopped communication because you've been in this. For some of you, you have, but for some of you, it's, yeah. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this was helpful. Please leave me a comment about how this resonated with you, and like, share, and subscribe. All right. Bye-bye.